Good morning, this is Hiker Dude Dad and
Dr. Mom.
It's Valentine's Day and we are going to take a hike up this mountain and have a picnic at a winery.
Ooh,
let's go.
All right.
All right, so a couple of things. It's almost Valentine's Day. For us in our schedule, it's the week before. Also, we're going to a place called Kuechler's Roost. This is on Mount Penn in Redding. And this was a massive, expansive winery in the 1900s.
Oh. So they're not going to be open?
There's not much left. They might not be open, but I brought the winery and the picnic, so let's keep going.
All right.
Right now, we're on the Gravity Trail. It's Red Blaze Trail here. This used to be a steam railroad up the mountain and around the mountain, about 18 miles of track. And that would take visitors in the summer up to the winery, hotels, which were like fashionable resorts and such of the era.
I remember you talking about a different hike up here and talking about I think the hotel and stuff.
Yeah.
And other kind of iconic places up here on these mountains.
I'll link my Never Sink Mountain video up here, but yeah, the Centennial Hotel, I think, was a big winery on Never Sink. Okay. If that's not correct, I'll correct it below. But yeah, and, a lot of the hotels on Never Sink and some here on Mount Penn, just some had wineries, some had breweries, and they were just thought of as summer retreats for people from New York and Philadelphia.
Right.
All right, so we're headed to Kuechler's Roost. It was named for the first owner and proprietor, Jacob Ludwig Louis Kuechler. He was a hermit who lived here on Mount Penn. He was a true mountain man. He lived alone, far from a recluse though. He was widely regarded as the Santa Claus of the hills because of his majestic gray-white beard.
Born in Germany, Kuechler studied woodworking before coming to the United States. In the 1870s, he operated a saloon at 523 Penn Street.
Wonderful. Check the bloopers at the end for my mess ups there. So in 1882, Kuechler purchased several acres on the eastern slope of Mount Penn to make wine and live in isolation. Friends sought him out though. After he had owned that saloon, had lots of friends, they would come up the mountain to visit him. He was basically a hermit that couldn't get away. So in the early days, the Roost was his cabin, and it was a stop here on the Mount Penn Gravity Railroad. So this train went up and his place was a stop.
That place is a stop on a railroad?
I just said it again.
but like, his house was a stop on a railroad, like tourists.
Well, wait till you hear why.
Oh, okay. Let's hear why. Sorry.
So visitors to Kuechler's Roost experience pig roasts, homemade wine, bread, cheese, and Kuechler's specialty, Hasenpfeffer.
What's that?
German rabbit stew. Kuechler was very hospitable, but rarely left his mountain home. When he died in 1904 at St. Joseph's Medical Center down in the city there, he had not left the summit of Mount Penn for 20 years.
Wow. How did he get his all the food for the pig roasts and everything else? Probably by
Good
the railroad,
question.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe deliveries by railroad, which his cabin was a stop on.
Or
yeah,
all the
that's
visitors
probably
that
where
came
he
to his place.
got his pig. Maybe he had area up here. Maybe he
raised them.
Yeah,
I'm sure he trapped the rabbits.
Definitely, probably trapped the rabbits.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you what our snack was once we get there.
Uh-oh.
I came up yesterday and I set a trap just like
Poor bugs.
B-Dog and I saw on the Bear Grylls show.
Oh no.
I set a trap, so we'll see if we are going to have some Hasenpfeffer.
Poor Bugs Bunny.
We just crossed List Road on the Gravity Trail still, and we came to a sign about the Gravity Railroad. So one way it was 7.5 miles. I think I said 18 miles down there. So round trip about 15.
They went to the attraction at the summit, it says, is a stone dance pavilion known as the Tower Hotel, which eventually burned down in April of 1923, and that was the end of the Gravity Railroad at that point.
Fires pretty much destroyed Mount Penn places and Never Sink Mountain places. Some were definitely insurance scams, and some were, legit, and some were accidental. Yeah, actually Kuechler's Roost was destroyed by a fireworks accident, and we'll get there soon. But the Gravity Railroad ran at half-hour intervals throughout the day from May until Thanksgiving for 33 years.
Wow.
The introduction of the automobile pretty much phased it out.
Plus prohibition.
And prohibition, yeah. Clamping down on the wineries and everything up here.
When it ran, though, it only cost 20 cents.
20 cents, which was probably like $10 back then, right? So after the Tower Hotel fire in 1923, the railroad tracks were torn up and sold for scrap. Okay, so we're here at Kuechler's Roost. The only remnant of the Roost is his wine cellar. Look at this. Gonna head down in there in a bit. So after Kuechler died, the Roost was purchased by Carl A. Scheich, who built a much larger and classier establishment here on the mountain. We'll lay that over so you can see how it used to look here. This Roost operated until 1919 when sparks from a 4th of July firecracker set the building on fire. A few reminders of Kuechler are still present on the mountain, including this wine cellar off the Gravity Trail. It's a lonely spot, well hidden from view, a perfect memorial to this hermit of Mount Penn. So walking back here behind the wine cellar, a lot of stone, a lot of rocks. Over in here though, I'm curious, there's so many winter berries and viney looking things back in here. I wondered if there was any foundations. Looks a little thick to walk through, but that was a big place that had a completely stone bottom, so like you figured there had to be something back here. We are on a trail here that kind of loops behind the cellar. Yeah, really thick with these viney berries here. And that kind of drops off in the back, so we're probably behind it at this point, because then the land just drops off here.
But you can see a lot of very flat topped rocks there.
Good
even
eye.
right here behind you on the trail is a very flat topped rock that I was standing on.
Yeah, these green kind of flat rocks down here. Might go look at those. They seem like they were cut or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even the one that's part of the trail here.
Yeah, that is very flat. That could be part of something. Good eye. Yeah, so here's this big flat rock. It's definitely man-made cut in it there. And then a piece broken away. So this actually looks like concrete. Yeah. So maybe parts of Scheich's Roost. And then, which way was that other rock?
Straight past that little tree.
Like the cut tree there?
Yeah, through there. It looks like
So yeah, good eye. Again, down here, definitely a wall, kind of an abutment. Metal spring here too. It's just right on top of the moss here, but this is definitely a man-made stone wall, maybe a piece of one of the columns on Roost. A lot of more of that flat stone down there. So yeah, maybe things were just kind of bulldozed back this way and the big stuff left. Just heard a woodpecker. So just over from that stone column or abutment, like right along here, I feel like this is a man-made wall, maybe a foundation or like a footer wall, kind of holding my side of the ground up. So that could have been like maybe the back wall of the Roost. All right, you going in?
No.
No? All right.
There's giant crack in the ceiling here, just kind of make that you can see all the way through the sky too. Yes. Just kind of maybe not really want to.
Oh yeah, look at that. All right, well, this is over 125 years old. So, all right, well, you got my back. I'm going in.
Naturally.
You know, it's what I do. All right. So yeah, lots of tributes to Kuechler around. A lot of beer bottles and such. Pack it in, pack it out. Thinking this is ice, but it's just broken glass, unfortunately. Graffiti, broken glass. Looks like he had some metal holds up here, maybe a shelf across at some point. Yeah, it's a shame that it's got to be trashed like this. Like, just, you carried your bottles in, carry them out. Fire pit in here. I'd be a little concerned about starting a fire in an enclosed place like this. Carbon monoxide and all. Although, it does appear to have a chimney. Yeah. Guess there's a air hole / chimney in the back here. Yeah, I am just stepping and grinding broken glass. Oh my God, that's a pull tab. Haven't seen one of these in years where you actually pull the tab off. Well, I guess that's an artifact. Oh, very cool. All right, so here at Kuechler's Roost, told you I was taking you to a winery today. I brought the winery to you. Got some plates, we got some cheese, Colby, and pepper jack. That's what we had in the house, along with wheat thins and jerky and some nuts and 2 glasses of wine. Celebrate our love.
Thank you.
You are amazing.
I love you. Happy
You're
Valentine's
absolutely
Day.
wonderful. I couldn't ask for more. I love you so much. Thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for putting up with me going out hiking all the time and doing this channel and bringing stuff to people. You are wonderful. Perfect wife, perfect mother, perfect partner. I couldn't love you more.
I love you. You're so sappy.
I am. All cheesy. Showing my soft side.
Ooh.
They usually see the rugged hiker doodad out here, but man, I'm bringing the soft side. 8 days before Valentine's Day, by the way. It's not actually Valentine's Day, although this will come out the day before. It's just whatever fits into our busy schedules. And
That's all right. Get out with
You
your
know
love
what?
when you can. Show your love every day.
show your love every day, not
Get
just
out
on
with who you
February
love.
14th. Get out there. Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Forgot 2 other things here. We've got some bacon, mustard, and some blueberry pecan bourbon jam to go with everything. All right, so we are up on top of the wine cellar right now. One last thing from here. I did find a poem written by Jacob Kuechler. It was translated from German. And if you didn't think I was tongue-twisted enough earlier, we're going to read this poem that came from Jacob's own pen.
Okay. It's called Spring Dream in Winter. I sing the praise of my Alsace here. Prospects more fair than circling here cannot be seen from anywhere.
Here, fields of corn, there, meadows green, yon azure woods, they bound the scene. And on this height a garden fair, and close in sight my rest from care. So name I this in words not sage, my dearly loved sweet heritage. In recluse joy my life is led, while intertwining vines rank and climbing make verdant spread.
In yon sweet vale like a silver band, the Schuylkill flows through the beauteous land. The iron horse attends the flowing tide, now here, now there, 'tis seen on either side. In distant hills its steam a trail doth leave, like downs on swans or wreaths of mist at eve, till wafting upward in its veiled flight, 'tis joined to aether and is lost to sight.
I was right to make that verse your color. I would have fumbled all over that one. Let's bring this home. The early beam of day's awakening morn reminds me ever of duty to perform. In regal splendor as he takes his way, comes forth in state the glorious king of day, and laughing greets me with his rosiest beam. Dear brother, hear me, this is joy supreme. Life in its light is pleasant all the while, and toil is sweetened by its cheery smile. It gives to labor an increase fine, imparts them to the sparkling wine, which grows so luscious on this lofty height, hedged in by balmy woods of verdure bright.
Nice job. The fairest product of our rugged soil, reward the fullest for hard, honest toil. The evening hour where the day doth die, the glow of furnaces against the sky. These with the moon's clear silvery beams invite to well-earned rest and dreams. High up upon the naked Bank von Stein, with well-filled pipe and glass of ruby wine, when to the heart jealous whispers bland, no brother, this you cannot understand.
Thus I freely say, and will never say nay, prospects more fair than circling here cannot be seen from anywhere. Very well done.
He was quite the writer.
I'll tell you what, he loved wine and he loved this mountain. That is for damn sure.
Neat.
All right, so thanks for coming along. This was our Valentine's Day hike to Kuechler's Roost. Had a nice little picnic up there. Who knew before we left Kuechler's Roost, we got a little bit cultured too by sharing Jacob's poem. So if you like what we're doing, there won't be that much more poetry, but if you like hiking and all that kind of, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Thank you for coming along today.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. You're the best. And you're the best too for watching. We'll see you next time. Born in Germany, Kuechler studied woodworking before... Born in Germany, Kuechler studied... Okay, don't tilt on that. It's light but not terribly strong. So love your love every day.
Yes.
That didn't make sense.
I almost said Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry
One sip of
Christmas to
wine.
you, too. One sip, it's all downhill, I guess.
Merry Christmas.
Thus I freely say, and will never say nay. No, nay, never. Oh, wrong thing.
Prospects.
Thus, we'll both do that one. That's a blooper.
Yeah, cool.
It's getting close to St. Patrick's Day.